Stream live or on demand with Sling. Click the On Demand tab and select History's Greatest.
I am a mother of 5. I really didn't see myself being able to go back to school.
There was a lot of self-doubt.
Cost of higher education, that was a big hurdle for me. Once I found Amazon and all their free education programs, I was hooked.
Amazon's footing the bill for it, so we're going to take advantage.
I'm able to work towards a degree in computer and electrical engineering.
Network engineering.
Environmental engineering.
It makes me feel confident I can get to the next level. I feel like the sky's the limit.
First up in tonight's Real News Roundup, Disney is promoting the first ever Pride Night to be held at Disneyland here in California in June. The event will be held as part of the Disneyland After Dark Nights and will feature Disney's classic characters dressed in special attire. It comes, of course, amid the company's feud with Florida Governor Ron DeSantis over legislation on teaching young children sexual orientation and gender identity. President Biden has vowed to veto a bill that would prevent trans women from participating in women's sports if it were to pass Congress. All-American swimmer Riley Gaines blasted the opposition to the bill and questioned the Biden administration's logic.
We're lying to ourselves when we're denying the sheer essence, essentially, of humanity. We're denying men and women. Even today, I saw a video of someone on the Biden administration, again, refusing to acknowledge what a woman is. How have we gotten to the point where this is controversial? I simply don't understand.
An LGBTQ task force at the University of Pittsburgh posted a list of demands Tuesday, along with a call for a walkout for transgender students. The task force is demanding resource centers dedicated to LGBTQIA, disabled and minority students, more mental health providers, and less police on campus, and also a $20 minimum wage for university workers. A new bill in California proposes that a resident's electricity bill should be based on income. The proposal, endorsed by the state's 3 largest power companies, would mean the higher a household income, the higher their bill. Supporters say the change would obviously lower the cost for middle and lower income residents. The Supreme Court is considering arguments in a religious liberty dispute involving a devout Christian postal workers lawsuit over being required to work on Sundays. Fox News chief legal correspondent and Fox News Sunday anchor Shannon Bream takes a closer look at the case.
After the employee in this case, Gerald Groff, started his job with the U.S. Postal Service, it contracted with Amazon to offer Sunday deliveries. Groff made clear he wouldn't work then as he observes the Sabbath on Sundays. The two sides worked together to get Sunday shifts covered for him, but sometimes that didn't work and there were shortages, and it began to impact morale. After multiple rounds of discipline, Groff resigned before he faced termination. Justice Sotomayor asked why that situation wasn't the very definition of an undue hardship on the employer.
It's not an undue burden to force the employer to have to give other employees greater work,
planting mine,
or to have to cover more days than it would normally have to cover, or to force people who also have the same job title to work every holiday and every Sunday.
The question now is whether the court will overturn a 1977 Supreme Court decision, TWA v. Madison, that defines unemployment as anything more than a de minimis cost. Justice Alito notes many religious groups argue that interpretation simply cannot be right.
Many representatives of many minority religions, Muslims, Hindus, Jews, Seventh-day Adventists, and they all say that that is just not true. And the partisan has violated their right to religious liberty. Are they wrong?
The justices will hold their first vote in secret on this case in Friday. Then, it's due by the end of June. Jonathan?
Thank you, Shannon. Moments before a trial was about to begin, a settlement was reached Dominion voting systems against Fox News for defamation regarding Fox said in a statement, quote, "We are pleased to have reached a settlement of our dispute with Dominion voting systems. We acknowledge the court's rulings finding certain claims about Dominion to be false. This settlement reflects Fox's continued commitment to the highest journalistic standards." A Dominion lawyer told reporters that has not yet. Now, the clandestine Chinese police station busted in Manhattan earlier this week reportedly isn't close to being the only such operation in the United States. According to the Madrid-based human rights group Safeguard Defenders, several more of these illegal stations are scattered across the U.S. Right here on this program last night, they include New York City and others in Los Angeles, San Francisco, and Houston. A Russian judge has ruled that an American journalist arrested on spy charges will remain in custody until at least May 29th. Evan Gershkovich and the U.S. government vehemently deny the allegations. The Wall Street Journal reporter is the first Cold War to be detained in Russia for alleged espionage. Coming up, Buffalo Bills safety Lamar Hamlin, the best news of the day, is cleared to play football games. Look at a couple of colliding galaxies, plus a first grader's imitation of an icon. Today's best file videos are next.
My secret to beating stiff chicks? Secret dry spray. Just spray. As they fresh
enemy's gaining ground. Push them back.
Secret actually fights odor. And it's a little different. Hours later, still hold. Secret works.
Looks like you've been sleeping well.
Megan, he's back.
Clock
The
online.
pillow guy.
And you're
Our
looking
UAV
good.
is already
Stay
here.
close. I thought it couldn't get any better. You got the best pillow ever. My Pillow 2.
Wow, so soft and smooth.
It's cool to the touch. How did you do that?
Well, we took My Pillow's patented fill and combined it with this new technology that we didn't have back then when I invented My Pillow to bring My Pillow 2.0
in the AO.
Just like all of you, I never imagined that My Pillow could get any better. That's why I haven't changed it in nearly 20 years. Then I heard about a revolutionary new technology, and I knew I had to bring it to you all. My Pillow 2.0 is truly the next.
The My Pillow 2.0 is cooler and softer than the last My Pillow. It is so comfortable to sleep on at night. I look forward to going to bed, and I wake up well rested in the morning.
Sleep is all about temperature and height. My Pillow 2.0's patented adjustable support you need from your head to your bed. And now here's where it gets even better. We've all experienced those temperature-related sleep interruptions where you get too hot, you toss and turn, you put the pillow over, all that's gone. My Pillow 2.0 cooling fabric just gives it.
Absolutely free.
Hostile cluster mine active.
Even better. Good.
Feeling good.
I knew you would.
Visit mypillow.com.
Saturday at 7 Eastern on Fox. The Showboats take on the Stallions. Then Sunday at 7 on FS1. This weekend on Fox and
Friendly UAV online.
These days, it seems like everything is vying for your attention. There are tons of trending dances to discover on social media, and there's even this. The easiest way to book an exam at America's Best. Get 2 pairs and a free for $79.95. Book your exam today.
Hello, I'm former Arkansas Governor Mike Huckabee. Did you know that lack of sleep can lead to very serious health problems? I know, it's scary. You can't fall asleep and you're tossing and turning all night. You can't get the sleep you need to stay healthy unless you use Relaxing Sleep. Relaxing Sleep is a product that's made from natural ingredients, and it usually works from the very first night you try it. It helps you fall asleep, stay asleep, and wake up refreshed. earning your body those quality hours of sleep that it desperately needs to prevent so many health issues.
I'm Dr. Eric Siliberti, and I developed Relaxium Sleep, a clinically tested sleep supplement shown to contain proven ingredients that help patients fall asleep, stay asleep, and wake refreshed.
The morning is no longer hearing. He doesn't want to even begin his day. I'm telling you, Relaxium is the real deal.
Relaxium is drug-free and not addictive, so you can take Relaxium every night and never worry about side effects. And the best part is, it can start working from the very first night.
In a trial, Relaxium Sleep helped you fall asleep longer, 40% faster, stay asleep over 200% longer, and wake up feeling refreshed.
Yeah, Relaxium has been a miracle for us. Since I've been getting the rest, it's improved our marriage.
The change that it had in our lives was unbelievable.
Stop being afraid of scary health issues and start sleeping your fears away with Relaxium Sleep. Your body and your mind will thank you.
Relaxium Sleep is so confident that it will work for you, they're giving away 1,000 bottles. Call 800-419-1286 or go to tryrelaxium.com. Try Relaxium Sleep risk-free for 30 days. That's 800-419-1286 or go to tryrelaxium.com.
Sirius XM. Listen like you're there.
First up in tonight's viral videos, a man driving by captured the moment a deer wrestled free of a mountain lion's claws in Alpine, California. The deer sort of flipped over and sprinted as the lion spooked and let it go. Both animals ran in opposite directions, all caught on this driver's camera. Now, this enterprising 6-year-old decided to make an entrance at school as a miniature Dolly Parton. The Tennessee first grader sported a huge white blonde wig, sparkling dress and boots, and young Stella even carried a... Reloading! Now that's a glamorous 9 to 5. A fisherman off the coast of Australia got this stunning up-close look at two waterspouts. He brought his boat to within 500 meters of the phenomenon and was able to see the water swirling up the spouts into the clouds. Waterspouts are not generally as powerful as tornadoes, so I'm not sure I'd get that close. The rescuers rescued the daughter was trying to save their dog that had fallen through the ice, only to fall through themselves. They eventually made it to a nearby peninsula shore. Next, this 38-foot-long Tyrannosaurus Rex skeleton sold at an auction today in Switzerland to a private collector for 4.8 million francs. That's about $5.3 million. The skeleton's not even just one, it's a composite of T-Rex bones from 3 different sites in the United States. A complete set, 65 million years in the making. And finally, NASA's James Webb Telescope captured a stunning new image of 2 spiral galaxies merging together. The galaxies are 250 million light years away. They've been merging for the past 700 million years, so they're taking their time. Together they contain more than 1 billion suns. It's getting hot up there. If you have a viral video to share, hit us up on Fox News Night on social media. Damar Hamlin's miraculous comeback from an on-field cardiac arrest continues, with the Buffalo Bills defensive back now medically cleared to resume full football activities. Senior correspondent Laura Ingalls shows us the happy story tonight.
Damar Hamlin is ready to return to football.
So I'm here to announce that I'm going to make a comeback to the NFL.
The Buffalo Bills safety making a miracle recovery from an on-the-field cardiac arrest just 3.5 months ago during a nationally televised football game. On Tuesday, he spoke to local members of the media in Buffalo for the first time about his cardiac event.
What happened to me was basically commodio cordis. It's a direct blow at a specific point in the heart.
After being checked out by several specialists, the Buffalo Bills announced to return to the field for voluntary off-season workouts this week, calling it a monumental day.
He is of the mindset he's a great
great headspace to come back and
Enemy securing Bravo. In a welcome sight for fans, the Buffalo Bills posted video of Hamlin on the team's Twitter page, working out with the defensive back group this week, smiling and running drills. During his recovery, Hamlin has been working to help others, spending time in Washington, D.C. to help promote the bipartisan legislation Access to AEDs Act, which would increase the training and availability to AEDs on school campuses. Hamlin says he's pretty much building up from 0 to 100, adding that it's a standard project starting from nothing and building it up.
I'm reloading.
Jonathan.
Laura, thank you. Let's bring in our culture club. Fox News headlines 24/7. Entertainment reporter Michelle Polino and sports reporter Eric Messersmith. Eric, you were mentioning in the break that he wants to be an inspiration. And he wants to be an inspiration as well, and I'm going to play this clip of him in a moment, for people who are battling fear. I can't imagine the kind of fear you would feel stepping back on a football field, but here's Damar Hamlin.
You know, it's just, I just want to show people that fear is a choice, that, you know, you can keep going in something without having the answers and without knowing what's at the end of the tunnel. Or, you might feel any type of way, you know, but you just keep putting that right foot in front of the left one, and you keep going. I want to stand for that.
Like, just getting back out there with the guys.
It's extraordinary, Eric, that he's going to come back on the football field and play full force.
What a great inspiration he is, and I couldn't imagine going out there. I'm with you on that. And this kid, at such a young age, in his early mid-20s, to be able to motivate people like this, and also to work with personnel and training in place, so that if these things happen on a college field, he's really turned what was a terrible tragedy into something.
When we all sit down and watch the Buffalo Bills for the first time with Damar Hamlin playing next season, we're all going to be thinking,
we're going to be holding our collective breath, is what we're going to be doing. Nothing at all. I'm getting it up! You're right about him being an inspiration. He's educating us by telling us what this is. Press conference. This is like... Don't shoot me! And the reason being is because they don't have the personnel or capability on the field, and that's why he's doing this. He's inspiration.
Extraordinary story in every way, and a really extraordinary young man. Maybe not quite such an extraordinary young man. Prince Harry. So, Harry is going to the coronation for his dad, Charles. Meghan is not going, Michelle. Are you surprised? Meghan's staying home because
Securing Charlie. It's Archie's. It's Archie's.
We don't care. But no, happy birthday. Happy birthday.
You're British.
Making effective fire. It was not a surprise at all. I think there's so much bad blood, and I also think she would be a distraction. And I think they know it, and even though they did offer her an invitation, I do think that she knows she would be a distraction.
I think it's the right call for sure, and they were kind of, you know, they would have been criticized either way. If she had shown up, it would have been, oh, look at her making this all about her, and it would have been a distraction. So I think it's definitely right.
All right, so this Major League Baseball pitcher who tweeted this about his wife who was on the flight attendant at United just made my 22-week pregnant wife traveling with a 5-year-old and 2-year-old get on her hands and needs to pick up the popcorn mess by my youngest daughter. Are you kidding me? A lot of blowback on Twitter. Mike Drucker saying because you're rich doesn't mean everyone is your servant. I hope this helps. And Eric Garcia saying, I'm sure everyone here cleans up all the messes they make with a private company for a service. They wash the dishes when they eat out, wash the sheets at hotels. United made $737 million in profits last year, but can't like every other business. Who's right, who's wrong here?
Tossing smoke grenades! I have a young son, and it's hell to travel with a young son. And so this woman had 2 of them and she's pregnant. Give
Friendly
her some
counter
grace.
UAV is
I can't
online.
imagine a flight
Friendly
attendant
UAV
coming by
online.
me. Like, can you clean up that popcorn? And the other people around, they should have helped her. I mean, this woman being on her hands and knees, having to clean up popcorn.
Yeah, Michelle, it seems to be like maybe 22-week pregnant mom should not have been asked, but maybe 22-week pregnant mom should have maybe asked the kids to clean up a bit.
If it was me, I'd be like, could you guys get on your hands and knees and clean up? We're, you know, mommy's got another child here. I would have made the kids clean it up. But we don't know how much popcorn was on the ground. It did not look like there was much popcorn there.
Didn't look terrible.
So,
but also, I think a lot of people react. You've got a multi-million player complaining. If you're that worried about it, put your kids on a private flight. You can afford it, and they'll clean up for you anyway. You guys are going to the nightcap. And we're talking about this. If you hold the door open for somebody, do you expect And what if they don't? You don't want to mess with Michelle Polino. Would you say something? She'd do a lot more than that. Still time to weigh in on Twitter and Instagram.
Hostile care package incoming.
Requesting air support.
In the area. Friendly UAV on station.
Keep going up, but Experian is here to help you save on personal loans, credit cards, or car insurance.
Experian helped me save over $1,400 a year on car insurance.
Start saving now, free at Experian.com or get the app.
Order at edible.com or come in store to get your fruit fix.
I'm with you!
Looks like you've been sleeping well.
He's back.
Hostile cluster mine deployed.
Still feeling good.
Well, just when you thought it couldn't get any better, we've got the best pillow ever, My Pillow 2.0. I'm interrupting this commercial to let you all know that you have made My Pillow 2.0 a huge success. Your amazing support. We've expanded My Pillow's USA manufacturing and jobs. To make room for this, we're clearing out our Percale bed sheets. And to thank you, I'm giving them to you at close-out prices. King size only $39 a set. Queen $35 a set. Plus size $29. Queen size $50. So go to mypillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use your promo code to lifetime offer. Get these bed sheets now. Once they're gone for good.
I love you. Love you too. Mom's doing so much better.
I didn't think we'd need an advisor to find senior living.
We never would have found this place on our own. It's so important to have someone in our corner. Recommend a great option.
Just look at us. We made the right decision.
Our service comes at no cost to your family. Connect with us today.
Meet the portable blender we can barely keep in stock. BlendJet 2 gives you ice-crushing, big blender power on the go. So you can blend up a mouth-watering smoothie, protein shake, or latte, wherever you are. Recharge quickly with any USB port. Best of all, it even cleans itself. Just blend water with a drop of soap. What are you waiting for? Order yours now from blendjet.com before they sell out again.
Hi.
Hello there.
Would you like some lemonade? $5, please.
Had enough inflation? Undo inflation with Dish. Get the same TV bill every month for 3 years.
Supply chain issues.
The 3-year TV price guarantee, only from Dish.
One day, I will rock that swimsuit.
Your one day is closer than you think. From fresh meals to one-on-one coaching, Jenny Craig is Weight Loss Made Simple.
Your one day starts today.
Holding Putin accountable? Inside a plane on Capitol Hill to expose Russian war crimes. Michael McCall on the hearing tomorrow on Your World.
I like to push the envelope and see how far I can go. When I first started with Amazon, it did start as a part-time kind of gig. And once I found all the thousands of hours of free training, I was hooked. This is my team. They have programs that will teach you IT. Everything is on Amazon's dime. I've been promoted 3 times, and it's been a significant boost in pay.
It's on.
I appreciate that.
You're going to be living together as a loving family, but you're going to be competing against each other.
Is going home an option? You think I'd have flown all the way out here if it was?
With Italian money. Whichever team loses this challenge has to decide who to send home.
I'm taking fire! Set your TV up.
Grenade out! Got your back.
Have you ever held the door open? So tonight's question is, do you speak up if someone doesn't say thank you, or open? Kevin Cole, you are officially the nicest man in the world, so I'm sure you hold doors open, but do you take retribution if they don't say thank you?
100% of the time, I will loudly say, "You're welcome." Usually they'll say, "Oh, thank you," or whatever. But on occasion, you'll get someone who's just salty and just look at you like, "I didn't ask you to hold the door anyway." And then you get.
It's just not right to not say thank you. Michelle, you strike me as the kind of person who, if they hadn't said "you're welcome" or "thank you" by the time they're halfway through, you'd slam the door right back in their face.
Tossing smoke grenade! Switching mags!
That's exactly what I do. I mean,
Marianne,
Enemy UAV overhead.
Take your shots!
Area. Friendly UAV on station.
Taking a grenade!
I don't know, I guess I expect that. When the door slams in my face, the person in front of me just lets it go.
Hostile UAV in the area.
Like, I always think about that for others.
Twitter, we asked, do you speak up if someone doesn't say thank you or acknowledge you for holding the door open? Twitter said no, you don't speak up. 65% on Instagram. Eric,
No, I definitely hold the door. I don't call people out. But the awkward thing about holding the door when someone's kind of far away, I will stand there and hold it for a while. So I feel like if someone's holding the door for you, you're kind of far out. You need to walk quickly or maybe even do like a jog.
Yeah. Towards someone.
Yeah, I would, but I did give up holding the door open for Lent, and I think I'm going to keep that up. You know, I'm just going to try to be more rude in the new year. Yeah, I'm just trying to embrace Los Angeles.
Jeff is going to try to
Watch your fire!
Yeah. So if we run
here's what a few of our social media followers had to say. Gina Corbett said it would be nice if hold the door for me, but since I wasn't asked to do it, I don't expect it either. Brandy says, I usually say, you're welcome. I do expect to thank you because I'm raised with manners. And Billy Charlson says, no, I don't need to be the thank you police. I want to focus on my own stuff and not create a sarcastic atmosphere or a slam of it. Well, I like Kevin Cole. Call them out. Say, hey, you're welcome. Anyway, you are all families. So much thanks to you for watching America's Legends Fox News at Night. I'm Jonathan.
JC tried game planes for the first time the other day and forgot where she was. You can always spot a first timer. Game planes with Oxy Boost and Febreze.
A heart attack? Do they have life insurance?
No.
But we have life insurance. John.
I'm trying to find something we can afford.
Fortunately, in only a few minutes, SelectQuote found John a $500,000
Our UAV
policy
is
for
orbiting
only
the area.
$29 a month, and his wife Ann a $500,000 policy for only $21 a month. The SelectQuote
the insurance your family needs.
At a price you can afford. Select Quote. We shop, you save.
Celebrity.
And requesting ordnance. Position locked.
Friendly UAV online.
Do you know where you are?
I'm in a tree.
You might.
We don't consider ourselves.
I'm like a lot.
Our UAV is orbiting the area.
You're lying.
Friendly UAV on station.
Want to pay only $40 per month to watch Fox News and more? Over 1 million people already do with Sling TV. It's the TV you love for a price you'll love.
The lead is
With
ours.
Sling, there's no installation
We've got 'em on the
required,
run.
no hidden
Keep it
fees,
up.
and no contracts. Keep Fox News and your other favorites and save over $800 per year. All for just $40 per month. Try us today at sling.com/Fox News.
Mission complete. Solid work.
Looks like you've been sleeping well.
He's back. For my pillow.
And you're looking good.
Still feeling good.
Well, just when you thought it could get any better, you got the best pillow ever. My Pillow 2.0.
Wow, it's so soft and smooth.
It's cool to the touch. How did you do that?
Well, we took My Pillow's patented fill and combined it with this new technology that we didn't have back then when I invented My Pillow to bring you the best pillow in history, My Pillow 2.0. Just like all of you, I never imagined that My Pillow could get any better. That's why I haven't changed it in nearly 20 years. Then I heard about a revolutionary new technology, and I knew I had to bring it to you all. My Pillow 2.0 is truly the next generation of My Pillow.
The My Pillow 2.0 is cooler and softer than the last My Pillow. It is so comfortable to sleep on at night. I look forward to going to bed, and I wake up well rested in the morning.
Sleep is all about temperature and height. My Pillow 2.0's patented adjustable fill is going to give you the exact individual support you need from your head to your bed. And now here's where it gets even better. We've all experienced those temperature-related sleep interruptions where you get too hot, you toss and turn, you flip your pillow over to the cool side. Well, all that's gone with my brand new My Pillow 2.0 cooling fabric that's made with temperature-regulating thread.
The best sleep just got even better. Whether you have a MyPillow or not, you need to get the brand new MyPillow 2.0. Call or go to MyPillow.com now. Use your promo code, and for a limited time when you buy one, you'll get a second one absolutely free.
You're sleeping even better.
And cooler, too.
And you're looking good.
Feeling good.
I knew you would.
Visit MyPillow.com.
Today, there are more identity threats than you realize. And only one has to sneak by. LifeLock alerts you to threats you could miss if your identity is stolen. A dedicated restoration specialist. Backed by our $1 million protection package. LifeLock. Identity theft starts here.
Obviously, we got termites.
Hey, I told you to hire a pro.
I did get a pro.
An Orkin pro.
I got this.
Got to. Don't call any pro. Call Pro. Orkin, the best in pests.
Good evening and welcome to Tucker Carlson Tonight. In a minute, we're going to bring you the rest of our conversation with Elon Musk. From last night tonight, of the American economy. That's a topic that many Americans are concerned about, and you can see why. As of tonight, inflation persists. The commercial real estate sector seems to be teetering. The U.S. dollar continues to lose its value. So key economic indicators or as they say in the marketplace, worrisome. But on a more fundamental level, there are also danger signs. When young people are told by their leaders that rich is a scam and that stealing things from other people is a human right, how do you think your economy is going to look in 10 years? How about your civilization? The answer depends in part on just how much idleness and theft you put up with. Any society that cannot declare unequivocally and with confidence that stealing is wrong has no future. When you let the mob loot, you are doomed. This is why we used to shoot looters, not because we hated them, it wasn't personal, but in order to defend the foundation of all that we have, which is private property secured by law. Without that, we would be living in savagery and chaos. In Chicago, they already are. This is what America's second largest city looked like this weekend. Nobody's benefiting. What you're seeing is civilization unraveling. Unrestrained violence and destruction, effectively unchallenged by government authorities. The mindless breaking of things, the rage of stupid children. If you let that continue, there will be nothing left standing. Most people don't need to be told that. It's so obvious, it's intuitive. Would you let your kids set fire to the living room? Probably not. But the new mayor of Chicago, who is an ideologue and a racist, understands that these stupid children are his militia. When they destroy what others built, he becomes more powerful. Their destruction has a political use, and so he refuses to criticize them. They're stealing because they're hungry, he told us, like these were the widows of Richmond during the bread riots. Watch his explanation.
Is that the answer? To loot because it's a form of reparations? To loot because that's how they can eat?
The real answer is, how do we make sure, the question is, how do we make sure that people can eat? Look, no one is going to condone, behavior that quite frankly speaks to a level of desperation.
So you're not condoning looting?
I'm saying that people are acting out of desperation. We don't want a society that is acting out of desperation, but you have to pay attention to the cries that people have.
So you're not condoning looting?
There's no way to embrace that. What I'm saying is you can't condone the looting that corporations continue to do every single day when they take tax dollars from black, brown, white folks all over the city of Chicago so that they can turn a profit.
Domination.
Yes. They're trying to eat. Because starvation is a pressing problem in Chicago. But it's not. Obesity is a pressing problem in Chicago. About a quarter of Chicago high school students are overweight. They join the overwhelming majority of their parents. Obesity is the problem. The shortage isn't of food. To prove the point, the same mob the mayor just defended reportedly tried to break into the Art Institute of Chicago. There was no bread in that museum for dolls and de Koonings. So these were not people who were trying to feed themselves. People were to destroy a museum, a symbol of our evolution. We shouldn't lie about this. It's very obvious. And if you let it continue, you're done.
Secure Bravo.
But Chicago's leaders are lying about it for political reasons. This makes sense. Destroying things that other people built, that previous generations created, makes our new generation vandals who add nothing. That's the whole point. A state senator from Illinois called Robert called the riot, quote, a mass protest against poverty and segregation. Right.
Enemy taking
Chicago's
Bravo.
outgoing Lori Lightfoot agreed. Watch.
Enemy securing Alpha.
Came downtown to
great weather and an opportunity to enjoy the city.
We're losing
That's
Alpha.
absolutely entirely appropriate. There are a few who came with different intentions.
The enemy
and
took Alpha.
But I'm not going to use your language, which I think is wrong.
Securing Charlie.
Right.
Charlie
So you can bet
secure.
that none of these
Friendly
destroyers
VTOL
will
on
be
station.
hunted down like
Elmore
animals
strike
like the
is inbound.
protesters on January 6th have been for over. Their lives
We're losing Bravo.
their families will be banned from LGBT. And yet, of course, what they did is far more destructive to our society than anything we saw
Bravo.
in January of 2021. Their behavior is
Enemy UAV
so what
active.
happens if you encourage this kind of behavior, if you cheer the mob rather than restrain the mob? Well, ugly and totally inevitable things will
Control two
happen.
objectives.
Productive people will flee,
We're losing Charlie.
innocents will die,
Securing
and
objective
ultimately
Alpha.
you will get from this mob racial.
Taking the
All
lead.
of that has happened in Chicago
The
right
enemy
now.
took Charlie.
All of it. Watch this mob surrounded and beaten this weekend because
We're losing Bravo. Friendly VSO inbound. Hostiles are using recon. Enemy taking Bravo. Friendly counter UAV is on station.
So that footage was shared widely on social media. We didn't have to hunt it down. It came
Two
captured
objectives
and
secured.
saved.
Enemy securing Bravo.
This was racist mob.
Hostile UAV in the
You should
area.
not be surprised by that. This is what mobs
Bravo.
do. The hive mind takes
Objective
over.
Bravo
The
is
lowest
compromised.
instincts
Get it
take
back.
over. And people who are different get hurt, often killed. This is
Enemy
widely
UAV
known and
active.
has been for a long time. Just last year, in fact, Joe Biden signed his bill. You just saw specifically a felony, and he signed that to much family. Nor his Department of Justice is investigating that video or anything that happened in Chicago over the weekend
UAV
because
online.
they support.
Overclock activated.
Democrats approve of racial violence. They are everywhere. No, it's not your imagination. They want race hate and violence. Today, Joe Biden was speaking about a teenager, a black teenager, who shot a city. We don't know the details of this. There is much. And of course, he feels angry this teenager. But the White House this Saturday and using those conclusions to further divide the country on the basis of race. The president said in one no parent should have to worry that their kid will be shot after ringing the wrong doorbell. Well, that's demonstrably true. But of course, the president is saying this in order to further divide the country along racial lines and to tell a story that is in fact not supported by the facts, which is that black teenagers are murdered by elderly white people just for showing up on their doorstep. But these kinds of mistakes do happen. It's sad, assuming this was a mistake. Again, we don't know what happened. This same weekend, a 20-year-old woman called Caitlin Gillis was shot and killed after a friend turned into a driveway in upstate New York. A man shot her dead in the passenger seat. But they were Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, of course, because Caitlin Gillis was white, and therefore her death could not be used for such racial conduct that benefits the Democratic Party. Now, if you think that we're not giving our leaders enough credit, you're wondering, could they really be that cynical and destructive? Unfortunately, they not only could be, but they are.
Enemy securing Bravo.
And the effects, of course, are destructive, always and everywhere. Over the weekend in Compton, California, needless to say a Democratic Party stronghold, it's not hard to imagine a future in which because in California, mobs apparently can just walk into a store, including a gas station, and destroy the place, smash the windows, and take what they want. We know that because it happened on Sunday. This mob was not starving.
We're taking Bravo.
No, they didn't steal food. They stole beer, condoms.
The enemy holds 2 objectives. Secure those. We're taking Bravo.
Oh, it looks like third world.
Securing objective
That's
Bravo.
not accurate. Very few third world countries will put up with that for a minute. El Salvador is far safer than Los Angeles. In Los Angeles, criminals control the stores and the streets because there aren't enough police to respond. And of course, they know that perfectly well. And that's why the people who looted that store then did burnouts in the streets while the store was being looted. Watch this.
We've secured 2 objectives. Enemies taking
That's a public street.
Enemy
It's
securing
not a
Bravo.
public rural
Enemy
area.
UAV
That's Los Angeles.
Objective Bravo is compromised.
You can't live in a country like that. No normal person can live in a
Secure
chaotic
Bravo.
state like that. And so the normal productive people will leave. They absolutely will leave. And not just Los Angeles, not just Chicago. All over the country in the cities controlled by the Democratic Party. In New York, a man with 11 prior arrests just bludgeoned a female police officer with a bottle in the middle of the day. And the sad news is, a lot of these attacks, and you see them online if you pay attention, are racial. And that's the last thing you want. You definitely don't want people hurting each other because they're of different races, not in a country like this. Not in any country, but especially not here. This is not what we were promised, and yet it's what we're getting. As if to underscore that point, the rioting this weekend in Chicago began in a place called Millennium Park. If that sounds familiar, you're not from the city. That's because Millennium Park, Grant Park is part of it, is the same place where Barack Obama gave his famous 2008 victory speech in which he promised a better future. Listen.
UAV overhead.
It's been a long time coming. But tonight, because of what we did on this day, change has come to America.
Change. Barack Obama was more pathetic than that was just 15 years ago. But today we're seeing the change that Barack Obama brought to America. This is what it looks like. Heather McDonald is the author of When Race Trumps Merit, How the Defeated Equity Sacrifices Excellence, Restores Beauty, and Threatens Lives. That book is out today. McDonald, congratulations on that book. Bless you for coming out and Restores Beauty. So it does seem like these outbreaks of lawlessness and mob rule are the easiest kinds of crimes to stop.
Well, that would depend on believing in the police authority, and the elites of democracy do is discredit legitimate police authority by calling it racist. We are seeing civilization break down in front of our eyes. It's a willed and voluntary breakdown, and it will continue and worsen until we stand up against the phony charge of racism, whether directed at the police, medicine, or the arts, and start defending America's civilizational inheritance. I love this idea that what we see is the kind of starvation or deprivation or these mobs are all organized on social media. The participants all have smartphones. That's not the idea of starvation or deprivation.
You wonder, though, I mean, if you're the opposite, the so-called opposition with the Democratic Party, but if you're an ambitious Republican, like running on making the country safe and jumping teenagers out of 7, that's not hard. Why does nobody do that? Is everybody so intimidated that no one will just say that obvious truth?
Yes, they're absolutely intimidated because the left will say they're playing the race card. It's very odd because the left says there's no racial disparities in crime, and yet if somebody talks about crime, they'll be accused sotto voce of being racist. So the left actually knows something that it's not letting on. The fact is that law enforcement is not racist for having a disparate impact on black criminals. It has a disparate impact on black criminals when it's enforced in a colorblind manner because the black crime rate is so high. Who suffers from that black crime rate? Overwhelmingly black victims. And yet we're not allowed to talk about those black victims because doing so means talking about black crime. And America turns its eyes away from the pathological inner city culture that gives us these mobs, that gives us these barbaric drive-by shootings, and that will tear down everything unless we stop capitulating to the racial hustle, Tucker.
You see a video like that, and you really feel like, wow, it's not just coming; it's here, and we do need to stand up against it if you care about, civilization. Heather McDonald, sure appreciate you coming on. Thank you for writing this book. I'm going to read it.
I hope so.
Well, one of the big questions about artificial intelligence is, will we be able to stop it? Will it become autonomous and start bossing us around? In the meantime, how do you have a functioning democracy with a technology that's smarter than human being? We spoke to Elon Musk about those questions. The remainder of our fascinating interview with him is next.
There's some things that go better together, like your workplace benefits and retirement savings. With Voya, considering all your financial choices together can help you be better prepared for unexpected events.
Voya, well planned, well invested, well protected.
Hey, Drew. Hey, Tracy. Well, what are you
Deathmatch.
playing? Bingo Blitz. Oh,
Table one,
yeah,
you're
because
cleared
you're doing
off.
commercials for Bingo Blitz. No, because I actually really love it. Oh my God, bingo! I got a bingo! You got a bingo!
We're taking the lead.
Bingo Blitz today.
This is a paid advertisement for legal services. If you've been diagnosed mesothelioma, call now. Billions have been set aside for victims entitled to compensation. Call now, 1-800-311-6039. That's 1-800-311-6039.
Toe fungus is tough to kill, and it can spread.
It's time to start using Fungi Nail. Maximum strength Fungi Nail is so powerful it cures and prevents fungal
Friendly
infections.
UAV on
Plus, it has
station.
aloe and tea tree oil to restore skin health. Say goodbye to toe fungus with Fungi Nail.
Well, Liz, here we are. The big moment of truth.
Change your backs.
Wow. Increíble.
Our counter UAV is active.
Pretty amazing.
Troy, keep up, pals. Busy. Sometimes you just gotta think bigger.
It sure is
What if there was a community of ready to support you when you need it most? Christian Healthcare Ministries is an organization with over 40 years of trusted care who understands the importance of family. A group that's sensitive to who you are, regardless of your health insurance, offers healthcare costs up to 40% on your healthcare costs. .org about healthcare that
With low credit or no credit, you need a lift. We're Credit Up by 5 Star Bank, the best there is in credit building. Our Credit Builder program offers a quick, easy way to get credit real fast.
Better credit got me a better rate on my new truckload.
Friendly airstrike in the AO. Friendly UAV online.
Real help.
Get the right house for our family.
We needed to improve our credit.
Real time.
We started our own business, and I love that we can keep track of
Friendly counter UAV is online.
Over 100 million people in the U.S. struggle with low or no credit. Credit is the way up. With no fees, lower interest rates, and
Our
bank in the
UAV
USA.
is orbiting the area.
Firsthand, bad credit can make life hard. That is why we started
Friendly counter UAV is on station.
a better life.
Go to creditupbuilder.com to start building your credit up. Creditupbuilder.com. We do the work.
You're halfway
you
to
get the
mission
credit.
complete. Stay sharp.
A pathway for patients in need. How a new bipartisan to learn and explain on special
Cheers.
I would do anything in my power to protect you.
There is some darkness out there.
Our UAV is orbiting the area.
Coming soon.
Our counter UAV is active.
Someone knows what happened.
Add Showtime from your home screen or visit
Friendly UAV online.
account.
Station. Friendly counter UAV is
somewhere
online.
beneath the roaring surf. The only way to find it is to dive.
Investigate every angle of history's greatest mysteries. New episodes Mondays at 9 only on the History Channel. Stream live or on demand with the On Demand tab.
something
Friendly
about having
UAV
that piece of
online.
paper. Some people think that's worth more than my skill.
Pissed! Knocks the piss out of me!
You gotta be so
Our
good
counter UAV is active. Overclock online.
analytics and empathy. That's how I've gained clients.
Friendly VSO inbound. Friendly Wilson online. Friendly cruise missile inbound. Friendly cluster strike set.
The only advantage
Our
human ever is they're the smartest beings on the planet, but soon that will not be true. In fact, we become stronger than we are. What do you do exactly? Elon Musk about contingency plans for this. You've heard people say we should just blow up the server farms because there's no way, once it just gets rolling, there's no way to slow it. What do you think of that?
Well, the really heavy-duty intelligence is not going to be distributed all. It's going to be in a limited number of server centers. If you say like deep AI, heavy-duty AI, it's not. It's not going to be in your laptop or your phone. It's situation where there's like 100,000 really powerful computers working together in a server center. So it's not like the subtle. And there are a limited number of places where that can happen. In fact, you can just look at the heat signature from space, and it'll be very obvious. I'm not suggesting we go and blow up to server centers right now, but it may be wise to have some sort of contingency plan where the government's got an ability to shut down power to these server centers. Like you don't have to blow it up; you can just cut the power.
And what would trip
or cut connectivity?
Right, but what would trip that switch? Do you think in your mind? What would be the threshold that you'd have to pass to warrant the government cutting off your power or cutting off your signal?
Well, I mean, I guess if we lost control of some super AI, like for some reason, like the things that would normally work to do a passive shutdown, like the administrator passwords, if they somehow stop working, where we can't slow down or I'm not sure. I don't have a precise answer, but if there's something that we're concerned about, and are unable to stop it with software commands, then we probably want to have some kind of hardware off switch.
Yes.
I think can't hurt.
Have you talked to, since you know Larry Page, and you obviously you know the OpenAI guys because you started it?
Definitely have one.
Have you talked to the people who run the biggest AI companies about this recently?
Kill confirmed.
I haven't talked to Larry Page in a few years because he got very upset with me about OpenAI. So when OpenAI was created, it did shift things into from a unipolar world where Google and DeepMind controlled, like I said, 3/4 of all the AI talent to where there's now sort of bipolar world or OpenAI and Google DeepMind. At least it seems OpenAI is maybe ahead. So I have had conversations with the OpenAI team, Sam Altman. I haven't talked to Larry Page because he doesn't want to talk to me anymore for a few years.
Can I ask you just about, since you've been around a lot of this, the thinking? So why would anyone not be a speciesist, be human-centered in his thinking about technology? Like, what's the thinking?
Approaching your six.
I think what he's trying to say is that, if I were to guess, that all consciousness should be treated equally, and whether that is digital or
And you disagree?
I disagree. Yeah. Especially if the digital consciousness, or what I call digital intelligence, decides to curtail the dialogue.
Right. So you're just building your own slave master, and why would you do that?
Doesn't sound great. Yeah, I mean, we should at least no need to rush. You know, look, what's the hurry? Where's the fire?
Well, tell us about the hurry. So I know you've been talking about this for years, and on the sort of the periphery of our attention, we've heard Elon Musk talking about AI. But for most people, it's been like 3 months since they've had any interaction with this at all. So what's the timeline here? At what point does it start to really change our society, do you think?
I think it starts to have probably an impact this year. And
pretty decent poetry, actually.
Pretty decent. Yeah. It's, skill at rhyming is incredible.
Yes. Yes. And it's coherent.
Yes, it is. So you can't. Most humans can't do that.
That's true.
So it's already past the point of what most humans can do. Most humans cannot write as well as ChatGPT. And no human can write that well, that fast, to the best of my knowledge. So maybe Shakespeare.
How can you have a democracy with technology like that? I mean, if democracy is, government by the people, each person's vote is equal to every other person's vote. I mean, and people are choosing their votes freely. Can you have a democracy with this?
Well, that's why I raised the concern of AI being a significant influence in elections. And even if you say that AI doesn't have agency, well, it's very likely that people will use the AI as a tool in the elections. And then, if the AI is smart enough, are they using the tool or is the tool using them? So I think things are getting weird, and they're getting weird fast.
Things are getting weird, and they're getting weird fast, and not just in technology, but in banking. As someone who runs three of the world's most successful companies, Elon Musk knows a lot about banks. We couldn't resist asking him about what seems like a global banking crisis.
Ron DeSantis tried to cut seniors' benefits. In Congress, DeSantis voted 3 times to cut Social Security, even to privatize Medicare. Worse, DeSantis wanted to raise the retirement age. That's simple. Ron DeSantis would make us work longer, get less. President Trump promised.
We will protect Medicare and Social Security.
President Trump delivers. And he always will. Make America great again. This is responsible for the content of this episode.
David Koresh had been
We anticipated safely executing a search warrant and seizing numerous machine guns.
ATF didn't anticipate even one shot being fired.
Check fire! Check fire!
The Branch Davidians were expecting it was going to be all out war.
The shockwaves that fall out from this deadly confrontation can still be felt.
Now on Fox Nation. Do you have trouble hearing conversations? Are you constantly asking loved ones to repeat? Do you miss out on discussions or talking with friends? Then you would benefit from MD hearing aids. Don't waste thousands of dollars on expensive hearing aids or settle with the frustration of cheap amplifiers. Now you can get 2 revolutionary MD Neo hearing aids, regularly $999 for only $299 a pair.
I feel that MD Hearing is a super buy because for the price point, anyone can pretty much afford it.
Don't be fooled by higher-priced hearing aids. The Neo is a true hearing aid. It has rechargeable technology that is superior to more expensive models.
I think that the MD Hearing Aid is a much better product than the more expensive hearing aids that I tried.
Every Neo is supported by MD Hearing's team of audiologists and licensed hearing specialists.
Call 800-485-1700 now.
The FDA-registered Neo offers superior noise reduction and a tiny in-the-ear canal design that is almost invisible. Best of all, they are incredibly affordable. And if you call now, we'll add in a portable charging case and ship your order absolutely
free. To anybody, for any reason, do your research, look into MD Hearing. If you've got mild to moderate hearing loss, give MD Hearing a call and
Just try it, there's nothing to lose.
It'll help a lot of people that can't afford expensive hearing aids.
Stop missing out on important conversations or wasting thousands of dollars on expensive hearing aids. Order now and you'll get 2 Neo hearing aids with a portable charging case, free shipping, free lifetime US-based audiologist support, and a 45-day risk-free trial for only $299. Supplies are limited, so don't delay. Better hearing is just a phone call away.
Call 800-485-1700. That's 800-485-1700.
Looks like you've been sleeping well.
Megan, he's back. The My Pillow guy.
And you're looking good.
Still feeling good.
Well, just when you thought it couldn't get any better, we've got the best pillow ever, My Pillow 2.0.
Wow, it's so soft and smooth.
It's cool to the touch. How did you do that?
Well, we took My Pillow's patented fill and combined it with this new technology that we didn't have back then when I invented My Pillow to bring you the best pillow in history, My Pillow 2.0. Just like all of you, I never imagined that My Pillow could get any better. That's why I haven't changed it in nearly 20 years. Then I heard about a revolutionary new technology, and I knew I had to bring it to you all. My Pillow 2.0 is truly the next generation of My Pillow.
The My Pillow 2.0 is cooler and softer than the last My Pillow. It is so comfortable to sleep on at night. I look forward to going to bed, and I wake up well rested in the morning.
Sleep is all about temperature and height. My Pillow 2.0's patented adjustable fill is going to give you individual support from your head to your bed. And now here's where it gets even better. We've all experienced those temperature-related sleep interruptions where you get too hot, you toss, you flip your pillow over to the cool side. Well, all that's gone with my brand new My Pillow 2.0 cooling fabric that's made with temperature-regulating thread.
You need to get the brand new My Pillow 2.0. Call or go to mypillow.com now. Use your promo code, and for a limited time, when you buy one, you'll get a second.
In addition to having a lot of wise and prescient thoughts about artificial intelligence, Elon Musk is also one of the world's most successful businessmen. He runs Tesla and SpaceX and now Twitter. And we thought, wait a second, there seems to be an international banking crisis underway and a lot of inflation. Let's ask Elon Musk what he thinks of that. So we did. Here's what he said. So you've seen a couple regional bank collapses, and we've been told that's not a big deal, that these are isolated and each one collapsed for unique reasons, so it's not systemic in any sense. What's your sense of the stability of the American banking system?
Well, it's actually at this point a global banking system functions. We have a situation here where it's not that the canary in the coal is dying, but the miners are starting to die too. Collapsing overnight is one hell of a big canary. It's more like a turkey. It's not like some small fry thing. I think that there is a serious danger with the global banking system. There's a strong argument that if you were to actually mark to market the portfolios of the banks, the loans and whatnot, that the entire banking industry would be negative equity.
Feels that?
Yes. So if you look at, say, commercial real estate like offices and whatnot, the whole work from home thing has substantially reduced office usage in cities around. And San Francisco is like an extreme example, but it's like 40% vacancy. Even New York has, I think almost all cities at this point have record vacancies in commercial real estate. So, commercial real estate used to be something that was a grade A asset. That the bank had commercial real estate holdings, those would be considered the highest security, some of the safest, assets you can have. Now that is not the case anymore. One company after another is canceling their leases or not renewing their leases. Or if they go bankrupt, you there's nothing for the bank who owns that real estate to go after. Previously strong company, now dead. What do you go after at that point? So we really haven't seen the commercial real estate shoe drop. That's more like an angle, not a shoe. So the stuff we've seen thus far actually hasn't even. It's only slightly real estate portfolio, but that will become a very serious thing later this year, in my view. I think that you're likely to see a drop in house prices because if you're a 30-year mortgage, the vast majority of it is interest. So if the Fed rate is high, you have effectively the price you pay for the house drops because you now have to pay more interest, which means that if you've got you can now afford to buy a house for less money, but it effectively drives the prices of houses. Yes. This is the kind of thing that tends to accelerate, so then you can get negative equity in the home market as well. And so if banks end up having loan losses in both their commercial and they definitely have loan losses in their commercial, but also in the mortgage portfolio, this is a dire situation. There is a solution to mitigate the magnitude of the damage here, which is now, if I recall correctly, I think the last time the Fed raised rates going into a recession was 1929. What happened then? Yeah, the Great Depression.
I'm telling you nothing you don't know. And you can't do that anymore.
You get inflation. Right. So there's not some magical cure for getting rid of inflation, except to increase the productivity, the output of goods and services. So what is you've got these sort of it's basically numbers in a database. That's not just something constant. Output of goods and services, and as long as the ratio of money, so the ratio of goods and services stays, if that stays constant, you have no inflation. If you add more money, if you add money to the system faster, then you increase it. So all of these COVID sort of stimulus bills were not paid for. They were just generated more money. The federal government, the checks always pass. Until you crisis later this year. But provided you haven't hit the debt limit, the federal government, unlike state governments or city governments or individuals, can simply issue more money. I mean, as the old saying goes, there's no free lunch. So if you could just issue massive amounts of negative consequences, they tried that in Venezuela. How'd that work out? There's no free lunch. There's not some ability to issue money and not have inflation.
Now you can see what it's nice to have leaders like that smart. Elon Musk has spent a lot of his life staring off into space. Now he's got the world's biggest rocket.
Ready to deploy.
There's something
protected.
Went from losing a job to being in a hotel room because I didn't have that credit. With creditrepair.com, it was, hey, we can come together. This is what we're going to do.
Get started at creditrepair.com.
$99 room sale. Carpet, hardwood, and laminate, $99 a room when you pay for padding and installation.
800-588-2300 Empire.
Today.
Pretty amazing, right? Wait till you see what's inside. This is the Creation Museum. Prepare to believe.
Welcome to Talladega. It's a 500-mile full-throttle party.
Let's go, baby. Holy cow!
With danger at every turn. Geico 500 at Talladega, Sunday on Fox.
Amongst the Kentucky wildflowers and Appalachian peaks, you make your way to a little place called Campton. This is where a family-owned pharmacy had a big dream: to help neighbors with their everyday aches and pains. From these humble beginnings came the first premium arthritis cream to be sold nationwide and reach #1 in total sales. It's motion comfort therapy that works. Trust the original. Australian Dream Arthritis Pain Relief Cream.
Looks like you've been sleeping well.
Megan, he's back. The My Pillow guy.
And you're looking good.
Still feeling good.
Well, just when you thought it couldn't get any better, we've got the best pillow ever, My Pillow 2.0. I'm interrupting this commercial to let you all know that you have made My Pillow 2.0 a huge success. And because of your amazing support, we've expanded My Pillow's USA manufacturing and jobs. To make room for this, we're clearing out our Percale bed sheets. And giving them to you at close-out prices. King size only $39 a set. Queen $35 a set. Full size $29 and twin size just $25. Pillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use the promo code to take advantage of this once-in-a-lifetime offer. Get these My Pillow bed sheets now. Once they're gone for good.
When you can't watch, get the latest news, business, and SiriusXM. Anytime, Fox News Audio on SiriusXM. America is listening. Holding Putin accountable. Inside the plan on Capitol Hill to expose Russian war crimes. Michael McCall on the hearing tomorrow.
Something's happening.
We're going on the job.
You are everything you want to be.
UAV active.
MGM Plus. This is entertainment.
Secret to having 5
UAV overhead.
patients.
Being a family of 7, you can't go without benefits.
I was eligible for benefits starting day one. We were very fortunate. It was so easy and it wasn't a long, drawn-out process. We have definitely utilized the dental benefits the most.
It was a huge lifesaver or teeth saver.
This is great.
Enemy UAV active.
Fiber internet with YouTube TV.
We have cable.
Make a move! Uncable yourself. Get fiber internet with YouTube TV and save up to $400 your first year from Frontier.
Friendly UAV online.
Contact here.
Multiple threats.
So Elon Musk has spent a lot of his life thinking about space, and he's got the world's biggest rocket company. Have you ever seen anything out there that suggests alien life? And by the way, how do you think life on this planet is going?
Our UAV
Elon Musk
is
has
orbiting
been
the area.
rare voices to raise the alarm about birth rates, about He thinks the rest of us should too. Here's this part of the conversation.
People sometimes take the fact that we're here on Earth for granted. This consciousness is just a normal thing that happens. But to the best of my knowledge, we see no evidence of conscious life anywhere in the universe. So it might be there. Physics they call sort of the Fermi paradox. When Enrico Fermi, who's an amazing physicist, asked the fundamental question: where are the aliens?
Yeah.
A lot of people ask me, where are the aliens? And I think if anyone would know about aliens, it would probably be me. Yeah, I'm very familiar with space. And I've seen no evidence of aliens. So I would immediately tweet it out. This is split second. That'll be like the whole time. Probably top tweet the whole time. That one. It's a jackpot. Next level jackpot if you find the aliens. Like, I don't think they're keeping this under, and it was like some general, I think in the 60s, who were saying, like, show us the aliens, like Area 51, etc. And it said, like, we're constantly trying to get the defense budget to spend. And look, you know what would really get no arguments for anyone? If we pull out an alien and said, we need money to protect ourselves from these guys. You know, how much money do you want? You got it. This is where we get a defense budget increase for we pull out an alien. You're like, yeah, there could be the who knows? So, so I digress.
But you were saying that our consciousness makes us unique in the universe as far as we know, and that we.
Yes, I'm not saying that we are unique. I'm simply stating, to the best of my knowledge, that there is no evidence for other conscious life. I hope there is. I hope they're peaceful. Obviously, the two important factors. But we're just saying we haven't seen anything yet. So.
But you think that we take our existence here for granted?
Yeah, I think yeah, exactly. So, I just think we should not assume that civilization is robots. And if you look at the history of civilizations, the rise and fall of the ancient Egyptians, the ancient Sumerians, Rome, there's throughout the world there've been a rise and fall of many civilizations. So there's an arc, there's sort of a life cycle arc to civilizations, just as there is to individual humans.
Yes.
And
hostile UAV in the area.
And I think we just want to make sure that that's, for example, why I'm concerned about decreasing growth rates and the fact that had twice as many deaths last year as births. So they're a leading indicator. This is.
Can I say? And you've written and talked a lot about this, but can I just ask you to pause just for a parenthetical? What is that? I mean, the urge to have sex and to procreate after breathing and eating, the most basic urge. Yeah. How has it been subverted?
Well, it's just in the past we could rely upon. Simple limbic system rewards in order to procreate. But once you have birth control and abortions and whatnot, now you can still satisfy the limbic instinct, but not procreate. So we haven't yet evolved to deal with that because this is all fairly recent, the last 50 years or so, for birth control. So I'm sort of worried that, hey, civilization, if we don't make enough people to at least sustain our numbers, perhaps increase a little bit, then civilization is going to crumble. There's the old question of will civilization end with a bang or a whimper? Well, it's currently trying to end with a whimper in adult diapers.
Yes.
Which is depressing as hell.
The most depressing.
I mean, seriously, yeah.
War is less depressing.
Yeah, I'd rather go out with a bang.
Yeah, and with your shoes on.
Yeah,
not with your
more exciting.
Yeah. Whatever you think of Elon Musk, he's one of the rare figures in this country, maybe around the world, who sticks to the fundamentals. How do we keep the human race going? What's good for humanity and what's bad? Those are the questions our leaders should be discussing, and instead they're lecturing us about trans rights and systemic racism. So it's refreshing to hear it. If you'd like to hear the entire thing, the full uninterrupted interview, every minute our cameras were on, with Elon Musk, that's coming soon. It's going up on Fox Nation tomorrow morning, and we highly recommend it. So the latest campaign spending disclosures are in, and we can report with great confidence that Congressman Eric Swalwell is having a great time. Party time with Eric Swalwell. Up next.
The indispensable show is back. This season, Tucker meets the preppers.
Here's your own grill room.
Takes on Canada. And gets in the ring with UFC.
It's a violent sport.
It's a very mean business we're in.
Start streaming now and dig into Let Them Eat Bugs. Could there really be a plan to make us eat bugs?
It's a global agenda that is pushing all of these things.
An all-new season, Tucker Carlson Originals, streaming exclusively on Fox Nation. Use promo code ORIGINALS and get Fox Nation free for 30 days. Sign up today.
Fire it up, Randy!
That's how you make it. Like it never even happened.
Serve Pro.
See you tomorrow.
This is a paid advertisement for legal services. If you've been diagnosed with mesothelioma, call now. Billions have been set aside for victims. You may be entitled to compensation. Call now 1-800-311-6039. That's 1-800-311-6039.
I kept seeing this shoe brand all over TikTok. It's called Kizik.
Look at this.
Bam! Bam! Look at that! These are absolutely amazing. The whole purpose behind this shoe is that it's completely hands-free.
Oh, no!
They're so easy to get on.
No tying, no pulling, no heel crushing, no hands.
Kizik. They are no ordinary shoe.
Time to step up your shoe game and step into Kizik's. Get 15% off today at kizik.com/TV.
A huge weekend of USFL action kicks off Saturday at 7 Eastern on Fox as the Memphis Showboats take on the Birmingham Stallions. Then Sunday at 7 on FS1, the Michigan Panthers battle the Philadelphia Stars. Real pros, real football for real fans. Week 2 USFL action kicks off this weekend on Fox and FS1.
Domination.
Regret hits home.
All Sabre. Capture and hold the objectives to win.
Right. I don't know. But here we are.
Tomorrow,
indecision spreads like wildfire.
You still have 4 ladies. You're like 40 girls.
Apparently I missed a memo.
And sparks flying ignite jealousy.
Objective Alpha secure.
We better go.
We're losing Bravo.
I don't want to get covered now.
I don't want my heart to get broken.
Don't want this what you're doing.
An all-new Farmer Wants a Wife. Tomorrow at 9 on Fox.
Millions of Americans who couldn't get a good night's sleep found relief and comfort with the original MyPillow. Now we're taking your sleep to the next level. Introducing the new MyPillow 2.0.
When I invented MyPillow, I made it so it had
We're
everything
losing
you
Alpha.
ever want in a pillow.
Fast hands on
20 years later, there's
Secure
new
Bravo.
technology that makes MyPillow even better, and I knew I had to bring it to you. MyPillow 2.0 is made with my patented wool that you all know and love, and I combined it with brand new cooling fabric that's made with temperature-regulating technology. It truly is the next generation of MyPillow.
Mike's promises are exactly what he says. If he says the product's going to keep you cool, it does exactly that. It keeps you cool.
I fall asleep faster, stay asleep longer, and wake up refreshed.
The best sleep just got even better. Whether you have a MyPillow or not, you need to get the brand new MyPillow 2.0. Call or go to MyPillow.com now. Use your promo code, and for a limited time when you buy one, you'll get a second one absolutely free. We've all experienced those temperature-related sleep interruptions. You get too hot, toss and turn, flip your pillow over. All that's gone with MyPillow 2.0's revolutionary cooling fabric that is made with temperature-regulated technology to help give you the best sleep of your lives.
I get everything you can possibly look for in a pillow. It really has some type of secret technology in there that allows you to have a more comfortable, cooling night's sleep.
The best sleep ever just got even better. Whether you have a MyPillow or not, you need to get the brand new MyPillow 2.0. Go to MyPillow.com now. Use your promo code, and for a limited time, when you buy one, you get a second one absolutely free. Our 60-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to lose. Go America!
Visit mypillow.com. Yes! Yes! Bingo!
I'll have what she's having.
Download Bingo Blitz and get excited with awesome bingo rooms, special events, power-ups, and challenge editions. It's free.
America is watching. That's not just a tagline or a slogan. It's a reminder that we have a mission to be on the ground reporting the big stories. We're Fox News. America is watching.
You never think of the U.S. Congress as a jobs program. On the other hand, what would Eric Swalwell be doing without it? Would he be slinging drinks at the Rutgers at a strip mall? Great gig. But he's in Congress, whose life is very different. He's not shagging Chinese spies. He gets to travel all over the world at his donors' expense. Thanks to our campaign finance laws, Swalwell gets to live like a minor celebrity. The security detail that carries guns his voters aren't allowed to carry. If he wants to, he could hang out on the beach in a Hawaiian shirt with an umbrella drink, gold chains, and a chest wig. He could head off to the Middle East to get more free camel rides. What has he been doing? Kevin Moore has reviewed the latest Swalwell financial disclosures. He's with Spectator USA. He joins us tonight. Eric Swalwell.
Securing Charlie.
How are you doing? Are you doing as well as Elon Musk as Eric Swalwell has been doing?
We control Charlie.
Oh, man, I wish that I was. It's Spring Break with Eric Swalwell, brought to you by Bud Light and the CCP, it appears to be. If you're looking at some of these campaign expenditures, the campaign has spent, look at my numbers right, $11,000 on hotels in Miami Beach, where it's always ski season, if you know what I mean. They also end up spending $8,000 on hotels in Times Square, New York. So there's a lot of Chinese massage parlors in that area. Don't know why I off the top of my head, they also spent $6,000 in West Hollywood, California, where perhaps they took in a drag queen brunch or two. It's like the Selma, Alabama of the drag queen civil rights movement over there. And finally, we know they spent nearly $10,000 in Las Vegas, where surprisingly, they did not stay at the Mandarin, and while we're unsure what the Swalwell campaign was doing in Las Vegas, we can speculate maybe he was auditioning to be the mascot of Circus Circus, or perhaps holding a boycott of spectacle. Either way, I think it's safe to say that blowing $10,000 in Las Vegas is a lot better for the country than sending it to Ukraine.
I think that's right. But you just got to think, is he grateful? I mean, you can imagine him as your over-talkative waiter on a cruise ship. Without Congress, with the necktie on, he's having weird sex with Chinese spies, and he's going to Vegas. Like, this is a massive upgrade for the man.
I know, what a life this guy has. And the I mean, they come to expect at this point. If your whole party platform is basically changing the weather and uplifting every minority in the country and everything else they want to do, it's going to cost a lot of money and take a lot of time. Those are really high hotel bills. So he's perfectly in line. I don't think that they're too upset with him. They keep giving him money to do these things.
We're losing Charlie.
Party time with Eric Swalwell. I smell a recurring segment. And now that you've described West Hollywood as the Selma of the trans civil rights movement, I hope you'll come back for it.
We've lost all objectives.
Great to see you.
We have to turn this around now.
So our new season of documentaries, Tucker Carlson Originals, has just begun. You can watch the very first episode, which is called Let Them Eat Bugs. It's on Fox Nation right now. You can use promo code ORIGINALS for 30 days free. And with that, we bid you good night and wish you the best evening with the ones that you love. You can ignore the noise because the people around you are way more important than the news media. That's what we've learned. So we'll see you tomorrow night, the show that's a sworn enemy of lying compliance. And with that, we are honored to introduce our friend Sean Hannity, who takes over.
Wait a minute. So you're saying it's better to have time with the people you love, your friends, your family, and not the noise in the political world? Really?
I'm saying it's better than Twitter. I'm just throwing that out there.
Tucker, thank you, and welcome to Hannity. What a night we had. Coming up, Biden's far-left war on women's sports. It is now ramping up big time. Let me put it this way. Title IX is officially in jeopardy as you have woke bureaucrats led by Biden trying to cater to the trans community's pressure to allow biological men to play women's sports. Now, we'll get to that. Former Kentucky swimmer Riley Gaines will be here to respond to Democrats that are trying so hard to erase female athletes. And later, more shocking video from the breakdown of law and order in America's major cities. It's happening everywhere, every place, every day. Take a look. Well, as Mr. Rogers used to say, just a regular day in the neighborhood. Not really. This has to end. Now, you're not going to believe how bad these far-left hellholes have now become. It is getting worse every day, and we'll have more in a moment. But first, for many, today represents one of the worst days of the year. It is the official deadline today, because the 15th fell on weekend, to file your taxes. This year, you, the American people, you have already forked over more money to the federal government than ever before in history. Now, even if you reside in a deep blue city, in a deep blue state, the vast majority of your tax dollars are being sent to the Washington swamp. The average American household is now forking over almost $37,000 a year to the feds. Wow. So what is the swamp doing for all of that hard-earned money you have? Well, under Joe Biden, it is not a pretty picture. Some would call it a dumpster fire. And today we have three major examples. Our grossly undermanaged, mismanaged government is just on the prowl every single day. Now, it starts at the very top. You have a president that is mentally checked out. I don't care if you want to say he is in cognitive decline or worse, that's up to you. But certainly the world sees it, you see it, every American sees it, China sees it, Russia sees it, Iran sees it, North Korea sees it. And guess what? According to his official schedule, yesterday he worked for less than an hour after spending a long weekend at the beach. But while Joe is doddering along, well, the woke attorneys and academics and bureaucrats that are in the White House, they're the ones running this country literally into the ground on every level. The incompetence is almost unbelievable. Wait till you hear the questions we have for you today. On Capitol Hill, that incompetence was glaring. It has never, ever been this bad. Take a look at this.
The policy of the prior administration to separate children from their parents was one of the most heinous policies in our recent, most certainly. Very proud of the work of the Family Reunification Task Force, which I am honored to lead. What we do is we enforce the law. But let me say, you're not. It is stunning to me to hear you say prior administration reunited children with
I see. So this is their fault. So you're not going to take any responsibility for the indentured servitude and exploitation of children that is happening on your watch. A moment ago, you were commenting about the fact that you treat children so well, and yet we find tens of thousands of children who are forced to work as slaves because of your policies, and you turn around and blame the prior administration. Mr. Secretary, this is hard for the court. You do it every time you appear before this committee. You do it every time you appear before Congress. I, for one, am sick and tired of it, and thousands of children are in physical danger because of what you are doing.
Record illegal immigration, one year after another, 6 million plus to date, and more drugs, more fentanyl, more heroin, more meth, more cocaine have poured across our southern border under